Hey Club VIPs, it's your girl Angela. Let's jump right into the Passionoy Spark. If you had to go 24 hours without distractions, no phone, no TV, no work, just you and your thoughts, would that feel peaceful or terrifying? Try to really think about that question and what it really means in regards to your mental health. While you do that, I want to welcome everyone into the Passionoy Clubhouse today. Come on in, grab your comfy seat, your favorite drink, and a delicious treat. Make yourself at home today in the clubhouse where ordinary stops and your best life begins. Every second here in the clubhouse gives you a chance to unlock something bigger, something brighter, something bolder. You know how it goes. Whether you're here to shake up your routine or take a leap of faith, I got something awesome for you today. Are you ready? Together, let's make it happen. All right, so imagine this. You're sitting in a room for 24 hours. No phone, no TV, no books, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. Would that be peaceful to you, or would it feel like a battle you weren't ready to fight? We are going to check in with our bodies today, but when was the last time you checked in to your mind? Stress, anxiety, and exhaustion don't always scream. They build quietly, wearing you down before you even realize it. But here's the truth. You are not powerless. Today we're unlocking 12 powerful ways to guard your peace, protect your mental health, and take back your control, even in the toughest times. This is your mental health survival guide. Your resilience starts now. Let's go. Now that we're all powered up, everyone, let's not waste any time. Let's dive right into the Clubhouse Pulse. If you're feeling powered up today, you know what to do. We're going to have you give us a like. This video is here to support your mental health, and let's keep the support flowing here and the love in the clubhouse. So moving on, now that we're powered up, let's break it down. We're diving into the 12 powerful ways that create a strong, healthy mind. Because your mental health isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. Today's video review is from my faceless channel, Passionoy. I hope you've subscribed already. And the title to the original video is gonna be Mental Health Survival Guide, 12 Powerful Tips to Overcome in Tough Times. That's the original video. We got the thumbnail here from that original video. So you club elites, this is where motivation meets transformation. That's what we do here at the Passionoy Clubhouse. I'll go over briefly a review of the original video's content. Hope you make an action item and watch that Passionoy video when you get some time. Until then, we'll dive in here in the Clubhouse. Here we go. So the topics for that video: number 1, practice mindfulness. The power of presence. Your mind can be your greatest weapon or your worst enemy. Mindfulness keeps you in the moment, stopping the spiral of overthinking and stress before it controls you, whether it's deep breathing, meditation, or prayer. This is your reset button for peace. Number 2, maintain a routine. Create stability in chaos. When life feels out of control, a solid routine gives your mind structure and predictability. Simple things, consistent wake-up times, meal schedules, and daily priorities can bring a sense of normalcy when everything feels so uncertain. Number 3, stay connected. Your support system matters. Isolation fuels anxiety and depression. Staying connected, whether it's with family, friends, or community, keeps your mind from drowning into negativity. Talking about your struggles doesn't make you weak, it makes you stronger. as well as watching this video and other helpful resources on the Clubhouse website. Manage stress, take control before it takes over. Stress is inevitable, but how you handle it determines its impact on your mental health. Exercise, deep breathing, setting boundaries, or even therapy, finding the right stress relief tools prevents burnout before it breaks you down. All right, so we're moving on to number 5. Prioritize your self-care. Recharge your mind and body. Your mind and body are connected. Sleep, movement, and healthy foods aren't a luxury, they're necessities. Taking care of yourself physically boosts your mental resilience, helping you handle tough times with more strength. 6, limit negativity. What you consume affects your mind. Toxic relationships, endless bad news, and negative self-talk can drain your energy, even without you realizing it. Protect your space. Limit what doesn't serve you and fill your environment with things that uplift and inspire you, like being here today. Number 7, set achievable goals. Small wins keep you moving. Big goals can feel overwhelming, but small, consistent wins keep your momentum going. When you set realistic, achievable steps, you train your brain to focus on progress instead of failure, helping you feel much more in control. Number 8, focus on purpose and passion. Your whys that keep you going and keep you grounded. When life gets tough, your passion and purpose remind you of why you keep going, whether it's your faith, a dream, or helping others. Staying connected to what fuels you brings meaning to your struggles. Okay, number 9, seek help. Strength is knowing when to ask for support. Mental health struggles don't mean you're weak. Getting help from professionals, joining support groups, or even talking to someone who understands can be life-changing. You don't have to figure it out all alone, and that's what I'm here for. 10, engage in hobbies. Give your mind a healthy escape. Hobbies aren't just for fun, they're therapy. Create activities, exercise, reading, or anything that brings you joy and can reduce stress and give your mind a break from constant pressure. Maybe even a YouTube channel. 11, educate yourself. Knowledge is power over your mental health. Understanding mental health helps you recognize signs of stress, anxiety, and burnout before they take over. Reading, listening to experts, even watching videos like this one equips you with the tools to protect yourself. 12, last but not least, inspire yourself. Fill your mind with positivity. Watch what you say, listen to, do. The things you focus on shape your mindset. Surround yourself with things that uplift you. Motivational books, faith, music, or stories of resilience. Your mind needs inspiration to stay strong. I want to thank all of you who are still with me, my club elites and dedicated viewers that are ready to make some real changes in their life today. So now we're moving on to the Clubhouse Heart. This is the personal storytelling time. So, all right, today's video is all about doing a mental health check. Let me take a seat here for a minute. So before I ask you to do it, I'm going to go first. No filters, no pretending, just me. Checking in on me. Let's see how I'm really doing. Okay, Clubhouse family, we're all here for each other, so let's get started. This is going to be Angela's personal mental health check. All right, number 1, how's my energy really doing? And so I'm just going to answer freely. My energy is doing much better than it was about a year ago this time. That would be around the time I started Passionoy. So now I have applied a lot of the things from the Passionoy channel, a lot of different mental health checks, and so I'm making sure I wake up with joy. I make sure I pray. I'm very inspired by the Word of God and doing what I love to do, which is my whole Passionoy life, best life living, has really helped me have that energy throughout my day. And so this lets me check in with myself. Am I waking up excited for the day, or am I dragging myself out of bed already exhausted? This also tells me if I'm running on empty or if I've been taking care of myself properly. So it's really important to know how your energy is going throughout the day. Number 2, what's the first thought I had this morning? The first thought I had this morning was I was thankful that I woke up. However, I was like, okay, what all I have to do? I'm about to go on vacation tomorrow with my family. And my first thought was, I'm so excited to get some stuff done so we can get on vacation. And so the takeaway for making sure you check into your first thoughts in the morning is, was it peaceful? Was it stressful? That first thought can reveal a lot about where your mind is going before your day even begins. This helps me see if I'm carrying too much mental weight throughout my day. Number 3, if my emotions could talk, what would they say? Right now, my emotions would say, she's excited, she's ready, it's time for a new adventure in her life. And I say that because we're ending March. My daughter's birthday is March 21st. This week, she'll be 17 years old. We're headed to Michigan. We're doing a Chicago train trip. I'm excited for her. And then we're moving on through in the rest of the year. We're going to be moving out of this wonderful apartment into a home, starting into a living situation with my boyfriend, and just ready to move to, the next steps in my life. So the takeaway of knowing what your emotions would say in the morning is, if my feelings could grab a mic right now, would they say I'm fine, or would they scream help? Ignoring emotions doesn't make things go away. They just get louder until we listen. Okay, number 4, how am I handling stress? Well, we know that I talk to God a lot much more and pray a lot more than I used to, because I feel like He understands me the most, and that's where the best advice is going to come from, the Word of God. Also, me and my mother and my best friend talk often. That helps me with stress. And then just doing the work. What do I want out of life versus what I'm doing? And the takeaway to you knowing how you handle stress is, if you have to rate your stress on a scale from 1 to 10, where would it put you? I would put myself, if 10 is the highest level of stress, I would say maybe a 2 for me right now. What about you? And you got to ask yourself, am I actually dealing with it, or just pushing through and hoping it disappears? Stress doesn't vanish on its own. It stacks up until we do something about it. Number 5, when was the last time I felt pure joy? Pure joy, I would say I felt pure joy in the last, 6 months. I've had a lot of time to myself to heal for my health reasons, and a lot of time to put myself first in the things I want to do. So within that process of the 6 months has been my joy moments. And I would probably say now I'm feeling the highest of my joy. So the takeaway, like real joy, the kind where you feel light, free, and happy. If I have to think too hard, you got to ask yourself, that's a sign. Because joy is just a bonus in life. It's a necessity. If you can't remember, it's time to start making space for things that bring happiness to you again. Okay, everyone, it's time for the final reflection. Angela's diagnosis. So what's my personal mental health check telling me today? It's telling me to, if I had to give myself some criticism, do better with my time management, be more proactive, stick to the schedule. and just giving myself kudos. I've done the work. I've been very dedicated to all things Passionoy. Keep moving forward. God has great plans for your life. So this was real. This was raw, and this was necessary, because how can I expect you to check in with yourself if I don't check in with myself first? And this is how Passionoy got started in my life from the very beginning, because it all started with me finally putting myself first on a daily process to be the best I can be for myself, my family, and others. And I'm loving the results so far. However, I have a long way to go, and I hope you're on this continuous journey with me. If you are, now it's your turn. Take a deep breath and ask yourself these same questions. What's your diagnosis today? Are you thriving, struggling, or somewhere in between? Be honest with yourself, because that's the first step to real change, right? Let's dive deeper and do more right now in the Live Your Best Life Challenge. All right, this is where we stop everything and turn the focus on you. Right now, I want you to pause, close your eyes, and go through this check-in with me. No distractions, no outside noise, just you and your mind. Let's find out how healthy your mental really is doing. Scenario number 1, the morning test. How do you start your day? Picture this: the alarm goes off. Before you even open your eyes, what's the first feeling that hits you? Are you energized and ready to go, or do you feel drained before your day even starts? Be honest with yourself. Your morning set the tone for everything. So this is where we reflect on your energy levels, your routine, and your joy levels. Scenario number 2, the silent room test. Are your thoughts at war? Now imagine you're in a silent room. No phone, no TV, no people, just you and your thoughts for the next hour. What happens? Do your thoughts bring you peace, or does your mind start racing with stress, worries, and pressure? If you feel uneasy, that's your mind telling you something. This will be a reflecting on mindfulness, stress management, and emotional awareness. Scenario 3 for you to do, the support check. Who's in your corner? Think about the last time you felt truly supported. Who was there for you? Who could you call on in the middle of the night if you were breaking down? And if no one comes to mind, ask yourself, have you been isolating yourself? Are you staying connected or silently struggling alone? Reflecting on staying connected and seeking help. Scenario 4, the life overload test. Is stress controlling you? Now visualize yourself holding a backpack. Every responsibility, every worry, every stressor, each one is a rock inside this bag. Now imagine adding more and more and more. Can you still carry it, or is it getting too heavy? If you're about to collapse under weight, it's time to start unpacking that stress. This reflection is on stress management, self-care, and setting boundaries. Scenario 5, the joy reflection. When was the last time you felt happy? Now think back the last time you felt true joy. A moment where you weren't worried, weren't overthinking, just happy. When was it? Was it yesterday, last week, or has it been so long that you can't even remember? If you can't recall the last time you felt happy, that's your wake-up call. It's time to start prioritizing the things that bring you joy. This reflection is on joy, hobbies, and purpose and passion. So the final reflection, what did your mental health reveal? Now we know you can't do all of these things unless you pause the video, and that's fine if you choose to, but definitely take the Live Your Best Life Challenge serious. Do those, as many as you can, or which ones you think will be best beneficial for you. So in this final reflection, what did your mental health reveal? Let's take a deep breath and slowly open your eyes for those who are still in the moment and was able to do the exercise. That was a real mental health check-in. What did it tell you? Are you thriving, struggling? Are there warning signs you've been ignoring? The truth is, mental health doesn't scream for attention, it whispers. And if you don't take time to listen, it builds up until you can't ignore it anymore. So here's your challenge. Take at least one of these 12 mental health survival steps and apply it today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Whether it's calling a friend, setting a boundary, taking a walk, or just sitting in silence to breathe, do something that moves you towards a healthier you, a healthier mind. Then let me know in the comments what you did in this challenge. What did it reveal about your mental health? Let's talk about it because your mind matters. I'm proud of everyone, and it's so good to know we can do this together. We're not alone. There's strength and support in numbers. Let's move on together to the wisdom flow. Now everyone knows our wisdom flow is over here, so let's take a walk. So welcome to the wisdom flow. This is called the power of small shifts. This is where we take a moment to reflect, review, and reinforce the key takeaways from our faceless video we're reviewing called Mental Health Survival Guide, 12 Powerful Tips to Overcome Tough Times. And if you haven't already printed out the wisdom flow, this is the original one over here. I always have it up. I know you can't see it. It's just a part of the structure to have this ready for you. Now is the time. This PDF wasn't just an extra resource. It was a practical activity designed to help you take the next steps that we've talked about and put them into action. If you haven't done so or don't have the time, I'll go over the highlights in this section. So let's get into it. The importance of small shifts. When life feels overwhelming, change doesn't happen through one big breakthrough. It happens through small, intentional shifts. Is this too much light, Treasure? Okay. And so that's my daughter helping us here in the clubhouse, everyone. Shout out to Treasure, and she'll be 17 on March 21st. And are we good? Okay. Actually, let me stand over here where... Okay, so go back. All right, so the importance of small shifts. When life feels overwhelming, change doesn't happen through one big breakthrough. It happens through small intentional shifts. That's exactly what this list of 25 stress-reducing activities and 15 bonus activities is about, helping you create space to breathe, reset, and navigate tough times with a little more ease. This isn't about adding more to your to-do list. It's about recognizing that even the simplest actions can improve your mental state, build resistance, and keep you moving forward when things feel heavy. How these small shifts make a big difference. Movement and outdoor activities, releasing stress naturally when stress builds up. It doesn't just stay in your mind, it affects your body too. Walking, stretching, gardening, or even watching the sunset aren't just peaceful moments, they're mental resets. These small actions relieve tension, clear the mind, and bring a sense of calm. The next one, mindfulness and relaxation. Resetting your thoughts, activities like meditation, deep breathing, or progressive muscle relaxation help bring back focus to the present moment. They train your mind to stop the cycle of stress and anxiety and give your emotions the space to settle. Next, creativity and expression. A healthy emotional outlet. Journaling, painting, DIY projects, or even listening to music, which I love, allows you to process emotions in ways sometimes words can't. Creative activities give your mind an escape, reduce mental clutter, and help you shift out of survival mode. Next, social connection and engagement. Breaking isolation, very important. When tough times hit, it's easy to withdraw, but that's when connection matters most. Hosting a game night, joining a book club, volunteering, or simply calling a friend or family member can pull you out of that mental slump and remind you that you're not alone. Also, decluttering and organizing. creating mental space. A cluttered space often reflects a cluttered mind. Something as simple as organizing your home, rearranging a room, or even just making your bed can bring a surprising sense of relief and control. Last but not least, finding joy and a perspective. Remembering what matters. Stress narrows your focus, making problems feel bigger than they are. Activities like stargazing, visiting a new neighbor, or exploring a museum reminds you that there's more to life than what's weighing you down. Why this matters in tough times. When everything feels chaotic, the easiest thing to forget is yourself. But the truth is, your mental health is about giving your mind and body what they need to stay strong. So if you haven't printed this out yet, do it now. Keep it somewhere visible. Let it be a reminder that even in the hardest seasons, you have the tools to bring yourself back to balance. Because small shifts, they create big change, and every step you take matters. Watch the original video, download the original PDF. The link is in the original video description. Your peace is definitely worth it. Okay, if you've gotten this far with me, you're in it to win it. Please subscribe to this channel. Click the notification bell so you can be notified with all things Passionoy, so we can walk this walk together. I appreciate your support and love and being a part of the Passionoy family, especially those who've been here for a year. We just had our anniversary, March 3rd, on the Passionoy Faceless channel. And so now it's time for Angela's Coaching Corner, which is a minor little moment for me to give some coaching to you directly. So this mentor moment is titled Mastering Resilience. How to stay strong and stay connected to your purpose no matter what life throws you. Okay, you ready? Let's talk about something real. Life is not easy. Stress, setbacks, and struggles, they're all a part of our journeys. But here's the truth. The people who make it through the hardest moments aren't the ones who have a perfect life. They're the ones who know how to stand strong, even when everything around you feels like it's falling apart. And that's exactly what we're breaking down today. How to build resilience so that no matter what life throws at you, you don't just survive. You stay connected to your purpose and thrive. So why stress feels overwhelming? That's the number one thing we're going to go over. The truth about mental endurance. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to handle stress better than others? It's not because they have fewer problems. It's because they've trained their minds to respond differently. Stress doesn't just come from what happens to you. It comes from how you've trained your brain to process it. Here's something wild. Your brain can't tell the difference between real danger and imagined danger, whether you're actually in a crisis or just thinking about one. Your brain and body reflect the same way. Heart racing, anxiety rising, mind overwhelmed. The shift. So how do we stop this? By rewiring our response. The next time you feel stress taking over, try this. Instead of thinking, I can't handle this, say, this is making me stronger. That small mental shift takes you from feeling powerless to recognizing that every challenge is training you to be more resilient. Number 2, the anchor effect. How purpose makes stress lighter. Think about a ship in a storm. What keeps it from being thrown around by the waves? An anchor. That's exactly what purpose does for you in tough times. It keeps you grounded when everything around you feels chaotic. If you don't have a strong why, a reason that fuels you, then every challenge feels like a horror, something heavy. But when you're anchored into something bigger than the stress you're feeling, you gain a different perspective. Suddenly it's not just about surviving today, it's about pushing through because you know why you're fighting. The shift. Whenever you're feeling overwhelmed, ask yourself, why does this matter to me? What am I fighting for? Your purpose is bigger than your problems. Remind yourself of that, and you'll find the strength to keep going. Number 3, the mental toughness reset. A simple exercise to regain control. Now let's get practical. The next time stress feels like taking over, I want you to do this. Step number 1, name it. Say out loud what's stressing you. Give it a name, takes away the power and forces you to acknowledge it instead of letting it control you in the background. Step number 2, flip it. Now find one way that this stress is actually making you stronger. Maybe it's teaching you patience. Maybe it's revealing areas where you need to grow. Whatever it is, name the lesson inside the struggle. Step 3, anchor it. Finally, connect it back to your purpose. Why does it matter that you get through this? Who needs you to keep going? Reminding yourself of your why turns stress into fuel instead of fear. And the final takeaway, resilience plus purpose equals power. You got that? Resilience plus purpose equals power. Here's what I want you to remember. Stress isn't the enemy. Struggles aren't the problem. It's how you train your mind to handle them that determines whether they break you or build you up. Resilience isn't about pretending life isn't hard. It's about learning how to stand strong anyway. And purpose, that's the reason we keep going, why we keep standing, even when everything in you wants you to quit. So here's my challenge for you today. The next time stress shows up, don't just react, reset. Anchor yourself in your why, remind yourself of your strength, and prove to yourself that you are more powerful than your circumstance, because you truly are. I really enjoyed that coaching corner because it's powerful in so many ways. I hope you're able to really look back and reflect on it. Pause the video if you need to, write a note on your phone or in your journal. Commit to this daily. I believe in you, and I hope you believe in me too, and you believe in yourself, because the time is now. Let's move into our party favor and your success mission. Your breakthrough begins now. Congratulations, Club VIPs and Elites. You've just completed a deep dive into unlocking 12 powerful ways to protect your mental health and take control of your mindset. But here's the real question. Now that you know these strategies and are ready to put them into action, are you going to commit and do it? Well, you don't have to do it alone because we've got something special for you. Today's party favor is designed to make sure you don't just watch this video and move on, but that you take what you've learned and use it to create real change in your life. Introducing the Breakthrough Goal Consistency Guide. This guide is your step-by-step blueprint to staying connected, consistent, following through on your goals, and pushing past the mental blocks that hold you back. Here's what you'll find inside. Why motivation fails and what to do instead. Understand why we lose motivation and how to move forward anyway. The 3-step mindset shift to get unstuck. Rewire your thinking and break the cycle of procrastination. The momentum builder strategy, a foolproof way to take action even when you don't feel like it. Personal reflection section, deep guided questions to uncover what's been stopping you so you can finally move forward. This isn't just a PDF, it's your personal roadmap to follow through on your dreams and goals. Ready to grab it? Click the link in the description to this video, provide your email, and I'll send it to you right away. You can download the copy and start putting these breakthroughs into motion. Your success mission, it's go time. You've made it this far, but let me set the record straight. This is just the beginning of your journey. The difference between people who want change and those who make change happen is what? Action. And today I challenge you to take action on what you've learned Step 1, download your breakthrough guide. Step 2, pick one goal you've been struggling with and apply just one strategy from the guide today. Step 3, leave a comment below and tell me what's the first step you've committed to. Your mission isn't just about learning, it's about doing, because every small step you take today adds up to a life you're wanting to live for tomorrow. So are you ready to break through and start winning at your goals with me today? I am, so let's do it. And so I want to congratulate you on completing another Passionoy Clubhouse session. Remember, growth isn't a one-time event. It's a lifestyle. Keep showing up, keep investing in yourself, and keep pushing to be your best self. And always live today better than yesterday, but not as great as tomorrow. I'll see you in the next session. Hit the like button if you're committing to your success. Share this video with someone else so you guys can do this together. And subscribe for more life-changing strategies. It's that time, Club Elites and VIPs. We've learned all this Passionoy goodness, but it's up to us now. We've got to live it, breathe it, and walk it out every single day. The Passionoy life isn't just something we talk about, it's how we rise into our best selves. So until we meet again in the clubhouse, live your best life more today than you did yesterday, and less than you will tomorrow. The clubhouse never closes. Club Elites and VIPs, you know what time it is. It's the after party time. It's just getting started. Dive into all the valuable resources from both channels and keep living your best life one video at a time. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is your time to invest in you. Hang out and explore, and I'll see you next time right here in the clubhouse.